Welcome back to Awesome Possum Hobbies and Games. I am Chris, and today we got a brand new release. The new release is Star Wars Unlimited. This one is the Spark of the Rebellion 2-player kit. Let's go ahead and open it up, see what's inside, and see if we can get a game in. Stay tuned. So here we are with Star Wars Unlimited Sparks Rebellion 2-player starter. So this comes in with 2 decks ready to play. It actually has all the contents of what you see in the individual decks right here. That's pretty interesting. And then, which is a total of 110 cards, 40 counters, 1 quick start rule of play, 2 play mats, which are just going to be the paper ones, and 2 folded deck boxes, which are probably going to be similar to the ones that you get out of the pre-release kit. Let's go ahead and open it up, see what's inside. Those boxes are kind of cheap and chintzy. Let's go ahead and see if we can just open it up with our trusty knife. Try again. Even easier to open from the other side. So here's the 2 decks. I'll open those up here shortly. But let's go ahead and see what else is in here. Man, easier to just rip this thing open. What a pain. Oh, it's empty. So 2 little deck boxes. Remember, it's 50 card minimum plus 1 leader card and 1 location. You also get these little punch out tokens, which are identical. Pretty much, here's the ones from the, they are identical. One of them is identical to the one you get from the pre-release kit. So if you're having 2 players, you get an extra 1 of those, which is perfect. Get a little rule book, which is identical to the one that you get out of the Unlimited pre-release kit. And then you get 2 play mats. The play mats are, one side is kind of a poster. One's Darth Vader. And on the inside of it is an actual playmat, which are just like what you see before, with some quick reference rules on the bottom. And you'll get the same thing out of the one that's has a poster of Luke Skywalker. Let's go ahead and get into the different packages, the different game decks. So these are supposed to be good enough for people to play with right out of the box. So to begin with, we have a Luke Skywalker leader card. I don't know if we get any rares or anything out of here. Administration Tower. So remember, you put 2 of these together to be able to play the game, or be able to get your resources. So this one starts with Vigilance, Heroism, and the Administration Tower starts with Cunning. So 3 of those are going to be your 3 base resources. And then Luke Skywalker is going to be the same as you would get out of the pre-release kit, except it is not foil. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else in here. There is some experience cards. Experience. And then here's the deck. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. First one is a surgical droid, the 2-1B surgical droid. I think this is a pretty good card for, your average common. Let's go ahead and keep going. R2-D2. When played or on an attack, look at the top card of your deck. You may put it onto the bottom of your deck. Otherwise, leave it on top of your deck. So if you don't like it, you can get rid of it. And it's got 4 power and only for 1 and 1. 1 heroism. Another R2-D2. Remember, when you're building a deck, you can have up to 3 of any non-location slash leader card. So this one comes with 2 R2-D2s, 3 Alliance X-Wings, which is the most you can have in a deck. Looks like a couple C-3PO. C-3PO is a 1/4 for 2, and a Heroism. Choose a number and then look at the top card of your deck. If its cost is in the chosen number, you may reveal it and draw it. Otherwise, leave it on top of your deck. I'll give you some extra card advantage. Rebel Pathfinder. Get one of those. Oof. Man, these cards are all pretty tight together. Restored Arc 170. Looks like I can get a couple of those. A Leia Organa. Defiant Princess. Get a couple of those. Let's go ahead and take a look. You get 3 of them. You get a playset. When played, either ready a resource or exhaust a unit. Being able to exhaust units is pretty good in any game. Rogue Operative. Fleet Lieutenant. Man, these cards, I don't know if it's the ink that's sticking together. Let's go ahead and see if we can separate them a little bit. So it's kind of bothersome. Fleet Lieutenant, 3/3 for 3. Wing Leader, Rebel Vehicle Fighter, Space Unit and Ground. So there you go. Yoda. So for a Heroism and a Vigilance, it's a 2/4 for 3. Force Jedi, Restore 2. When this unit attacks, heal 2 damage from your base. That's really good. Choose any number of players. They each draw a card. So when defeated, you can draw a card. You don't have to choose your opponent. Cloud City Wingguard, System Patrol Craft, Consular Security Force. Get 3 of those. Azatec Liberator Gunship, General Dodonna, a Snowspeeder, a Chewbacca Loyal Companion, Sentinel. Units in this area can't attack your non-Sentinel units or your base, so they have to attack him first. And when this unit is attacked, he gets to ready himself. So he gets to untap, unbow, depending on what game you're just ready. Vigilant Honor Guards. Obi-Wan Kenobi ground unit for 6 and a Vigilance and Heroism. He's a 4/6 Force Jedi Sentinel. Units in this area can't attack your non-Sentinel units or your base, so they have to kill him or your Chewbacca's first. And when defeated, give 2 experience tokens to another friendly unit. If it's Force unit, draw a card. So strong. Han Solo. Han Solo 7 for 6/6. Ambush. After you play this unit, it may ready and attack an enemy unit. While attacking, this unit deals combat damage before the defender. If the defender is defeated, it deals no combat damage. So good. That's why it costs 7 though. Resilient. Luke's lightsaber. Attached to a non-vehicle unit when played. If attached unit is Luke Skywalker, heal him all damage from him and give him a shield token, and he gets +3/+1, all for 2. Man, that's so good. You get 1, 2, 3 Lukes. Just remember, when you attach it to a card, and that attached card dies or is defeated, that goes away as well. Repair, heal 3 damage from a unit or a base. Shoot first. For 1 and a Cunning. Attack with a unit. The unit gets +1/+0 for this attack and deals its combat damage before the defender. You can only attack with a ready friendly unit. If the defender is defeated, it deals no combat damage to the attacker. Shooting first is a great trick. Asteroid Sanctuary. Exhaust an enemy unit. Give it a token to a friendly unit that costs 3 or less. So it looks like this deck is all about playing a good balance between characters that cost 1 and 7. Surprise Strike. Get Surprise Strike. Attack with a unit. It gets +3/+0 for this attack. You can only attack with a ready friendly unit, so you can't attack with one that's exhausted. Waylay. Return a non-leader unit to its owner's hand for 3. Oh, you play that guy at cost 7? Let's get rid of it. And then Vanquish. We get 3 of those. Interesting. So far, so good. All of these are identical. In fact, the back of your administration tower has Luke Skywalker's deck list. So if you go through and change it up, you can change it all back. Real simple. The complete list is right there. Let's go on to the Darth Vader deck. Darth Vader, of course, is aggression and villainy. And you get Command Center, so you get some command going at the same time. Back of the command, you get the Darth Vader deck list, which is quite useful to put it back at the end. And then you get some token upgrades. Let's look at the actual cards in the deck. TIE LN Fighter. Let's see how close. These are pretty stuck together like the other ones too. Wonder if there's going to be some issues with them stuck together later on. We'll see. TIE LN Fighter, you get 2 of them. 3 Death Star Troopers. Admiral Ozell, I don't know if you remember him from Empire Strikes Back. He's the one that Vader murdered because he screwed up. 1st Legion Snowtrooper. Admiral Mahdi. Next card is Admiral Mahdi. Might remember him from original Star Wars. He's Imperial Officer 1/1 for 2 and a villainy. When defeated, you may ready a villainy unit. 1, 2, 3. Snowtrooper Lieutenant. Viper Pro Droid. Just look at your opponent's hand. Admiral Piet. Villainy Command and 2 for 1/4. Each friendly non-leader unit that costs 6 or more gains ambush. After you play a unit, it may ready and attack an enemy unit. Not as good as the Han Solo ambush, but it is. Super Laser Technician. Cell Block Guard. 1, 2, 3 of those. General Veers. We've seen him previously in one of the pre-release kit. 3 in a villainy for a 3/3. Other friendly Imperial units get +1/+1. Grand Moff Tarkin. Death Star Overseer unit ground. Imperial Officer when played. It's a 2/3 for 4 command and villainy. When played, search the top 5 cards of your deck for up to 2 Imperial cards. Reveal them and then draw them. Put the other cards on the bottom of your deck in random order. 1, 2, 3. Imperial Interceptor. When played, you may deal 3 damage to a space unit. That's really good. TIE Advanced. When played, give 2 experience tokens to another friendly Imperial unit. ATST. 6/7 for 6. Overwhelm. When attacking an enemy unit, deal excess damage to an opponent's base. Pretty good. I wonder what the AT-AT is going to look like. Gladiator Star Destroyer. 5/6 for a 6 command and villainy. When played, give a unit Sentinel for this phase. Units in this arena can't attack your non-Sentinel units or your base. Blizzard Assault AT-AT, speaking of which. 9/9 for 8 a command and villainy. When this unit attacks and defeats a unit, you may deal the excess damage from this attack to an enemy ground unit. Really good. It's expensive. Emperor Palpatine. 6/6 for 8 a villainy and aggression. Force Imperial Sith and Official. Overwhelm. And when played, deal 6 damage divided as you choose among enemy units. Really good. Really, really good. Relentless Space Unit. And it is a Imperial Vehicle Capital Ship. 8/8 for 9. The first event played by each opponent each round loses all abilities. Interesting. Vader's Lightsaber. Attached to a non-vehicle unit when played. If attached to Darth Vader, you may deal 4 damage to a ground unit. Adds +3/+1 for all for 2. Villainous and aggression. 1, 2, 3. Recruit. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for a unit. Reveal it and draw it. For 1, that's not bad into command. Okay. Next one's Force Choke, everyone's favorite action. Force Choke for 2, aggression and villainy. If you control a force unit, this event costs 1 less to play. Deal 5 damage to a non-vehicle unit. That unit's controller draws a card. Interesting. Resupply. Put this event into play as a resource. Exhausted. Open Fire. Tactic for 3. Deal 4 damage to a unit. 1, 2, and 3 copies of that. And lastly, I Am Your Father. It's a Gambit. It costs 3 and a Villainous. Deal 7 damage to an enemy unit unless its controller says no. If they do, you get to draw 3 cards, all for 3 and a Villainous. That's really good. And you get 1, 2, 3. Last card, Overwhelming Barrage. It's a tactic. 5 command and villainy. Give a friendly unit +2/+2 for this phase. Then it deals damage equal to its power divided as you choose among any number of other units. If you target something huge, it's going to be able to do a lot of damage to a lot of different units, all for 5. Looks like they are both pretty balanced decks. And, you know, looking overall at the 2 different deck lists, I have to say that if you haven't played a game like this before, I haven't, this is probably a good place to start. For only $35 to get a game in a box, it's not bad. It looks like both decks are fairly balanced, so you know you randomly see who goes first. The decks will be played very well against each other. I highly recommend picking this up. If you want to learn more about how to play, I want to go ahead and put a link down below, exactly how to play the game from one of my favorite YouTube creators. So, you know, check it out. And then if you haven't had a chance to play yet and you see this video before the end of the weekend, try to make it down to one of your pre-release events at your local game store. It's a great place to meet other players and see what other people have, and trade for some cards that you may like. You know, you might be a dark side player, you want to get some light side cards, or vice versa. And it might be a good chance to go through and meet some other players and pick up some extra cards. If you guys like this type of video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, please have a great week and keep them rolling.
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please take the time to like the video and subscribe if you'd like to stay updated. Have a great day and keep them rolling.